Here so far we have completed 5 modes of asexual reproduction. What are they? Binary fission. In that we will have binary fission as well as multiple fission, then fragmentation, then regeneration, then budding and vegetative propagation. Okay, so the last two asexual reproduction are tissue culture and spore formation. Okay, so how does this tissue culture process is taking place? Okay, new plants are grown by removing tissues or separating cells from the growing tip of the plant. Okay, we are going to collect the tissues or cells from the tip of the plant. Okay, then these cells are then placed in an artificial medium. Okay, for the growth of that cell, we are going to keep it in an artificial medium where they divide rapidly to form a small group of cells or callus. Okay, we can call it that group of cells as a callus. Okay, that single cell will be divided rapidly into a small group of cells or called callus. Okay, this callus, once it is grown, it is a group of cells have been formed, then the callus is transferred to another medium containing hormones for growth and differentiation. Okay, since it is not growing inside the plant, okay, or outside the plant, it is grown in a separate artificial medium, so we need to give the growth hormones for that growth. Okay, so callus is transferred to another medium containing hormones for growth and differentiation. Okay, next, once it is grown, the plantlets are then placed in the soil so that they can grow into matured plants. Okay, this is called tissue culture. So what is the advantage of tissue culture? Why it has to grow in a separate artificial medium? Why? The reason behind this is many plants can be grown from one parent in disease-free condition. This is very important. Disease-free condition. Okay, it is because it is grown in a separate medium, artificial medium, where there is no contamination or disease forming microbes are there. Okay, so we can grow so many plants from a single parent with a disease-free condition. Okay, this technique is commonly used for the ornamental plants like orchids. Okay, so in this we have explained how this tissue culture process is taking place. Okay, if we'll go for the definition, we can go for a simple we can go if it is asked in 1 mark, we can go by this method. Okay, tissue culture or in vitro micropropagation. Okay, vitro means here the artificial medium. Okay, it is not inside the organism's body, it is an artificial medium where we are going to grow. Okay, in vitro micropropagation. Okay, tissue culture, it maintains tissues or organs under sterile in vitro condition, that is artificial medium, to grow disease free plants. Okay, this you can give it in the for 1 mark question. If it is asked in 3 marks or 2 marks, we can explain this process one by one. Okay, next one, the last one is spore formation. Okay, the spore formation. Spore formation, first we'll see where it happens. It happens in one of the fungus drawn this rhizopus. Okay, this is a rhizopus, you can see on the bread molds. Okay, if you see under the microscope, it will have a tube like structure, it is called hype, and you will have a tiny bulb like structure at the top of this tube called sporangium. It consists of so many spores inside that. Once it is matured enough, it will burst and the spores will be spread like this. Okay, so what is meant by that spore formation? It is the process in which spores takes place in the asexual reproduction. Here the pores are reproduction takes place with the help of pores, that too asexual reproduction. The tiny bulb on the stick-like structure are involved in the reproduction or formed inside the special cell sac called sporangia. Okay, this special cell sac called sporangia. This is where sporangia. This is the sporangia. Okay, they produce hundreds of spores, and spore sacs burst. Once it matures, it will burst out. Okay, these spores are dispersed into the air where they germinate and create a new individual under favorable condition. When it come in contact with the moist surface or with the favorable condition, it will start germinating and it will grow as a new individual. Okay, this is the spore formation found in the rhizopus. It is a fungus. Okay, thank you.